Today we're going to look at our jiu-jitsu specific mobility drills, and they're from the seated position. The first one we're going to look at today is S-sits, and I lay down. It kind of, I'm working on knee mobility and keeping my core tight through all the movements. Knees stay close to my shoulders, rotate to the other side. I'm always trying to make sure I go over my shin bone. My S is pulled into my hips, and I'm laying down and relaxing. Good stretch. I'm up, knees to my shoulders, rotate, and down. And now the same movement from the side. And I'm reaching out as far as I can, really. The next movement in line is S-sits, and this time I work on engaging my hamstring and my glute and getting my hips up. Same thing, S-sit, now engage, hips up. Sit back down, same position. Knees come to my shoulders, rotate, down, hips up. Now we'll look at S-sit with the hip up from the side. I want to really make sure I get my hips I don't want my butt out. I want my hips all the way in, kind of getting that hip flexor stretch, glutes engaged. The next one in line is heel toe. One leg lays underneath the other. And it's what it sounds. I go from my heel to my toe, pull myself up, using my hamstring, hip up, back down, switching legs, heel toe, hip up. Heel toe from the side. I just want to make sure, again, we're getting our hips all the way in, not coming up here where my butt's out, my hips go in. Okay, the next iteration of heel toe is I go heel toe and I switch sides. Same deal, use my heel and my hamstring to pull me up. I go to my toe. Now, this knee rotates down, this knee rotates up, and I'm back the other way. Heel toe, up, knee down, knee up, boom. Once you kind of get that hip mobility kind of movement drill down, we can go to our toes when we pull ourselves up. Now we're on our toes and we can rotate and balance. I'm up to my toes, working on my balance. Now the heel toe spin from the side. And again, I'm just making sure for the beginner version, heel, knee down, good balance, knee up, good rotation, and down. Up, knee down, knee up. And then once we kind of got that down, a little more balance, a little more movement, stay on my toes, come up, now my toes are engaged, I rotate and down. I'm up, toes are engaged and down. Okay, so the next movement, and I love this one because we're getting inverted, we're kind of getting upside down. So as I start to fall back, I want to turn to my side, tuck my elbow, I go to my shoulder, my toes go down, my knees come close. I want you to see as I'm from the side, I'm not catching myself on my elbow. I'm not setting my elbow beside me. I am tucking my elbow. I'm hiding it under my body as I turn. So it goes to my hip pocket, under my body. Now my shoulder touches, my head touches, my toes are in the ground and my hips are starting to come up. Our next hip mobility and kind of movement drill might be the most complex of the ones we have. So if I start to go to my back and I can't get to my back, I'm gonna kind of stop on my side. My feet come really close to my butt. I pick my hips up, and now I'm gonna go across my shoulders with my hips in the air. My butt never goes down. I tuck my elbow. And I'm coming up on the other side. So kind of putting this new movement and the movement we done last together. So I'm going to one side. I miss tucking my elbow. So I put my feet in the ground really close to my butt. I pick my hips up. I bridge and go across my shoulders till I can pull my elbow under my body. Knees to chest, toes down, hips up. Fall to my side. I can't tuck my elbow. Put my feet close to my butt, hips up. Elbow pulls. Okay, so our second to last one is bridging. And I try to actually do these kind of in that order. They build together. And now our bridging is going to activate our hamstrings, probably the most out of what we've done so far. So we're going to lay flat on our back. And I really want to pull my feet as close to my butt as I can. And maybe we don't have that mobility yet. We will. If I was here, I would reach down and pull it a little closer. Pull it all the way in. From here, all I'm doing is engaging my glute and my hamstrings, pushing my butt to the air, and I'm gonna reach over one shoulder and try to tuck my elbow under. And I'm back down, my butt hits. I'm gonna go the other way. The side I turn, that elbow goes under me, and the other arm reaches as far as I can. Hips engaged, elbow under. I'm trying to push my hips as high as I can, not here. I'm trying to go to here. Now we'll see the bridge from the side. I want you to see how bringing your heels closer to your butt really affects the height of your hips. If my heels are here, that's as high as I can push my hips. Man, it's kind of a little harder on my hamstrings too. If I pull my legs all the way in here, my hips go exponentially higher. Okay, so I really want to work on loading my bridge. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. I can get a few bridges up to start warming up. Don't let your knees fall out. Keep your knees pinched together. And I'm just going over my shoulders. Butt touches. Okay, so our last mobility drill is technical stand up. And your body should be warm by now. And I just want to work on standing up properly in correct structure. And you'll notice it's something that's tougher than it looks the first couple times, and then it becomes the way you get up even out of your floor and out of your, after watching TV. So I put, my hand is as close to my body as I can. My foot is over top of my other leg. And all I'm gonna do is pick myself up on my foot and my hand, and my knee, I pull it out under me. Boom. Hand down, back under. So all the weight is on my hand and my foot, my opposite hand and opposite foot. This hand is not back here. It's kind of hard to hold myself up. I need a lot of strength. The closer I get to here, the more structurally sound my body is. And the closer my heel is under my knee, the better it is there. So I pick myself up, my knee comes out from under, and I point it up. Good balance, strong base, hand down, back down. Do a couple on the other side. Opposite hand, opposite foot, and I'm really trying to pull myself in here tight. My hand goes out in front as if I'm reaching to block. All the weight, pull my knee out, good base. Looking at technical stand-up from the side, I really just want you to see this. If I'm here, it's really hard. You can hear my voice to pick myself up. If my hand's right under, I can kind of pick myself up without worry. So I pull everything in tight. Opposite hand, opposite foot, arm extended, weight is balanced, and I can move my bottom hip. Pull my hip out, point my knee to the sky. Hand down, follow the same motion, back. I need that balance and I need that control. One more, last one. The weight's on my foot, the weight's on my hand. Pull it out from the bottom. And we'll look at it one time from the back just so you can see where the knee's going. Again, I'm pulling everything in tight. Weight's balanced. So that was my seated mobility drills, more specifically for jiu-jitsu. I kind of do these every day, whether it's for a warm-up before class, whether it's in the morning. The general rule is 5 each sides for me anyways. I try to do 5 each side on all of the drills. I recommend if there's any drills that are maybe a little tougher for you, probably spend a little more time there. And the ones that kind of you feel and you understand the best, spend some time there. That way you're focused on something that you're good at and something that you need to get better at. These drills are going to help you through many movements across jiu-jitsu and just kind of help with your mobility in general.